You don't start building a house every day. It was a major commitment and it has taken me a lot of will and energy to get it going. But at the very end, for the past few weeks, it was just me always pushing it back with excuses, if I'm being honest. Maybe it was raining, or it was way too windy, or I had some other task to do that I put in front of actually starting the house. So after weeks battling my own mind, today, I decided I was going to start, no matter what. It was getting late, and I knew I could only squeeze a few hours of work, but I needed to start somewhere.
On a cold night tonight. On a cold night tonight.
25.9, 25.9, 25.9, 25.9. Now I need to copy that elevation on the other side. This building is much longer than anything I have built to date, and it's been a struggle to put this line like actually horizontal, you know. I cannot give the string enough tension, it's not taut enough. I don't know if it sucks or is that like actually how the ground is. If the ground is like that, then it's gonna be fun. I mean, we have the excavator now, so I think we're gonna use it pretty soon. Oh, that is super taut. Yeah, I think the ground is pretty bad. What I did, I just set the laser to this elevation, and now I can go. Alright, so this point and this line is perfectly horizontal, and as you can see, the string, it's like 57.5, and then when we go there, it's almost touching the floor. It's probably like 10 centimeters or so, like 22. From the east corner to the west corner, there is a difference of 35 centimeters. This, I was expecting the difference, but not so much. So I'm gonna go sketch it up and see what's the best approach for this. I already put this stake a few days ago, but it was raining and super windy, so I don't trust the actual accuracy of it. I'm gonna do it one last time to make sure that this first corner is perfectly where it should be, and then I will base my dimensions based on this corner. Ay, ay, ay. By the way, this is the exact center of the house, and right here is the main entrance to the house. Now I need to double check the distance between these two guys. If that distance is correct, then what I just did with the triangles did work, and I can base all the dimensions from these 2 points now. Kitchen will be here, living room with a fireplace, a big opening there. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic, man. I put 3 meters again from that stake to that one. Now I have 579 and 650, something I don't remember. And that triangle is 90 degrees here, and it will give me this corner. That's 31 meters, 89 centimeters. From this corner that I just placed to the last corner that I did over there. Incredible, like for real. That's a long number, man, and it's right to the millimeter. I cannot believe it. I really was not expecting that, because you know, these are rough numbers. These points that I'm placing right now is just to put the batter boards and be able to mark the trenches that we need to dig. So I wasn't expecting to be 100% accurate, but it is, because I put that one there, and then separately I put the other one there, and then the distance in between them is actually spot on. So that's pretty good news, man. But yeah, my job is done right now. I think I'm gonna go grab lunch, and later, if I have time, I'm gonna start setting up the batter boards. We are basically setting up the lines on top of the batter boards. We have already done this one, that one, and that one. Eugenia is there, and now we're gonna do this long one, so we can actually remove the rebars that are on the corners. Eugenia is our new excavator controller, and she's actually, I don't know if you can see it, but she's actually on top of the trench already. Basically, Eugenia is the one controlling the machine, and I'm cleaning up the trench as we go, just because we want to keep it like tidy and organized. We don't want a mess, and tonight it's gonna rain, so if we leave just all the soil that we have everywhere, it becomes mud. Pretty much it's all clay soil. And Eugenia is doing a great job just going over the trench that we started, and she's gonna back up all the way to there. Oh, that's the idea. We mark the depth that we want right now here. For example, where we mark this arrow, we know that's the depth that this trench is gonna be, because this portion of the slab is actually going down. We set the laser here at 0, and now every time that we go with the receptor of the laser, it tells us when we are actually at this height, which is actually what we want. So that's pretty much what we're doing. We're excavating, and like every 5 minutes or so we go with the laser and double check that it's going in the right depth, and if it's a little bit higher, then we excavate a little bit more. If it's deeper, then it's not a big deal, because we're gonna fill everything with 15 centimeters of gravel. So at some points are gonna be 15 centimeters, and whatever we excavate a little bit deeper, it's gonna be 20 or whatever it is. And then we will compact that layer anyways and make it perfectly horizontal, which is easier to do it with the gravel than actually with the excavator, especially us, that we never. This is the first time that Eugenia is using the excavator, pretty much, second time, and same at me.